Our founder, Pierre de Coubertin, I'm sure, is following us closely these days and with great sympathy, because he was always a man of reforms. Making sport a force for good in the world was central to the thinking of Pierre de Coubertin when he founded the International Olympic Committee and the Olympic movement over 100 years ago. On this very day, 125 years ago, on 23rd of June 1894, at the Sorbonne University in Paris, Pierre de Coubertin founded the International Olympic Committee and revived the Olympic Games. He saw this as a way to promote peace, peace among nations and people. He was clearly a visionary when he said, and I quote, "Should the institution of the Olympic Games prosper, it can become a potent factor in securing universal peace." End of quote. Today, 125 years later, this dream lives on. In 1915, Pierre de Coubertin moved the IOC headquarters from Paris to Lausanne to escape the ravages of World War I. In this way, he wanted to emphasize the political neutrality of the IOC. But besides these important considerations, Pierre de Coubertin also held the city of Lausanne in great affection, as he wrote, and I quote him, "A town spread deliciously along the shores of the lake, surrounded by forests, equipped with all the imaginable sports possibilities, a city for the administrative headquarters of Olympism, the best possible solution that one could think of." End of quote. When Coubertin founded the IOC in 1894 at the University of Sorbonne in Paris, he did so in the presence and with the full support of leading figures of the international peace movement at the time. When the founder of the International Olympic Committee, Pierre de Coubertin, revived the Olympic Games, he saw it as a way to promote peace among nations and people. Always the visionary, Pierre de Coubertin first outlined his vision for restoring the Olympic Games on the 25th of November 1892. His speech at the Sorbonne University in Paris is considered the founding moment of the Olympic movement. Your generosity is making this unique moment possible, a moment that reminds us so vividly of our roots and our mission. Since the days of Pierre de Coubertin, our founding father, the overarching mission of the IOC is to unite the world in peaceful competition. It's a day of great emotion because we have today received at home the founding document of the Olympic movement and of the Olympic Games. This is how it all started, with the re-establishment of the Olympic Games, and therefore you cannot overestimate the significance and importance of this speech of Pierre de Coubertin. Paris, the birthplace of our founder, Pierre de Coubertin. As Pierre de Coubertin once said, and I quote him, "The Olympic Games are a pilgrimage to the past and an act of faith in the future." Paris, the birthplace of our founder Pierre de Coubertin. Making sport a force for good in the world was central to the thinking of Pierre de Coubertin when he founded the IOC exactly 125 years ago. Queridos amigos, aprovecho la celebración de este Foro de las Américas para enviarles mis mejores deseos. J'ai trouvé cette statue de Pierre de Coubertin.